So with version 5.7 on the horizon, things are starting to get really interesting, because for the first time ever, both Skirk and Dainsleif are appearing in the same patch. Skirk is finally becoming a playable character, and at the same time, a new Dainsleif placeholder has been added to the party UI. That's not just a random detail, it's probably a sign that we'll be able to play as Dainsleif, either during a quest in 5.7 or in a future update. So in this video, let's talk about everything we know so far, what this might mean for the story, and why this patch could be one of the most important lore setups we've had in a long time. Save up to 25% on the Escoffier and Navia banners at lootbar.gg. Here, I'm buying the 6,480 Genesis Crystals pack for $79, while it costs $100 in-game, saving me $21 instantly. The top-up process is super simple. I just entered my UID and selected my server. In less than 5 minutes, the gems appeared in my account. As you can see, I received double the amount for my first purchase, just like with in-game top-ups. Beyond Genshin, you can also top up in Honkai Star Rail, and Lootbar has over 50,000 satisfied users. I regularly use Lootbar for my giveaways, so I can personally recommend it. New users can get an extra 10% discount from the link in the description. Now, if you've been following Genshin Impact's story closely, you already know that both of these characters are tied to the Abyss, but in very different ways. Dainsleif is a former royal guard of the fallen nation of Conria, cursed with immortality after the Cataclysm, and now wandering Teyvat to hunt down the Abyss Order and uncover the truth about his homeland's destruction. We've encountered him multiple times throughout the Archon quests, and each appearance has inched us closer to understanding the fate of the Traveler's sibling and the deeper secrets behind the Abyss. But Skirk? Up until recently, she's been more of a mystery than anything else. All we really knew is that she's a powerful swordmaster associated with the Abyss, and that she was the one who trained Tartaglia during his traumatic fall into that realm. She was first mentioned years ago and finally made a brief appearance in Fontaine's Archon quest. And now, in version 5.7, she's stepping into the spotlight. While we still don't know everything about her motives, we do know she's not just a vague background name anymore. She's coming to the game with a full combat kit, unique animations, and likely a major role in the ongoing Natlan storyline. But what really raises eyebrows is that Dainsleif also seems to be back in this patch, and not just by chance. At first, it was shared that we'd be getting a new Dainsleif-focused quest in version 5.7, officially titled Chapter 5, Act 6, Traveler. And now, a new leak has revealed that a placeholder icon for Dainsleif has been added to the party UI, appearing as a black square. This kind of placeholder usually means a character is being prepared to join the party during a quest, at least temporarily, which makes it even more likely that Dainsleif will play a direct role in the events of this act. So no, it doesn't confirm Dainsleif is becoming playable just yet, but it strongly suggests that he'll actively join the Traveler during Chapter 5, Act 6. That's the next Archon quest arriving in 5.7, and yes, it's still set in Natlan. But with both Dainsleif and Skirk involved, it feels like we're not just wrapping up another regional story, we're heading toward something much bigger. We might finally be approaching the long-delayed convergence between the Traveler's Abyss past and their current mission in Teyvat. Skirk's gameplay alone has already stirred up a lot of excitement. From what we've seen in the beta, her animations are incredibly fluid and aggressive. Players have compared her style to a mix of Kokomi, Keiching, and Child. And her elemental burst? It's been called stunning and goddamn by early leakers. Some are even saying it looks more like a Honkai-style animation than something you'd normally see in Genshin. Her kit appears to focus on cryo damage with dual-wielding mechanics and a transformation-like state that changes her stance or appearance. While we're still waiting on final numbers, her multipliers look serious. And based on the structure of her abilities, she seems built to function as a main cryo damage dealer, potentially with layered skill conditions and form shifts that reward precise play. Now, obviously, beta details can always change, and we don't know yet how well she'll perform in team comps, but just based on early reactions, she's shaping up to be one of the most stylish and mechanically deep cryo characters in the game. But here's the real question. What happens if Dainsleif and Skirk actually meet during this story chapter? That part isn't confirmed, but come on, it feels inevitable. Both are sword fighters. Both have direct experience in the Abyss. Dainsleif has made it his mission to stop the Abyss Order and uncover the truth about what happened to Kay and Rhea. Skirk, meanwhile, comes from the Abyss itself, and while we know she trained Child, her own loyalties remain unclear. Is she still tied to the Abyss? Has she broken away from it? Could she be an ally of the Abyss sibling or a rival? And that's what could make this quest so compelling. If Dainsleif and Skirk represent two very different interpretations of the Abyss, one seeking to destroy it, the other shaped by surviving in it, then their meeting could create some of the most dramatic story tension we've seen yet. And with Act 6 marking the final stretch of Natlan's Archon quest, it wouldn't be surprising if HOYOverse uses this opportunity to start transitioning into the Snezhnaya arc, where Celestia, the Fatui, and the Abyss are all on a collision course. There's also the broader narrative shift to consider. Skirk being released as a playable character at the same time Dainsleif returns might be more than just a coincidence. It could signal that we're finally stepping away from the usual Visions and Archons structure. And with the next region, Nat Cry, rumored to have no Archon at all, it's possible the story is about to pivot into something completely different from what we've been used to. Instead of following the Seven and their nations, we might start diving deeper into the true nature of the Traveler, the real goals of the Abyss, and the larger forces that have been lurking in the background since the start of the game. So what do you think? Do you believe Dainsleif and Skirk will work together, or will they find themselves at odds? And what does Skirk's appearance mean for the Traveler's connection to the Abyss sibling? Let me know your theories in the comments. I'm genuinely curious what direction you think this is heading. And of course, if you're planning to pull for Skirk, what's your take? Does her animation style and cryo kit appeal to you? Either way, version 5.7 is packed, with new character content, a possible guest playable Dainsleif, and what looks like the biggest step forward in Abyss lore since the twin first appeared. I'll be covering everything as the new updates drop, so if you want more updates like this, you know what to do. Save up to 25% on the current banners at lootbar.gg. All you need is your UID and server. The link is in the description.